So the first thing that you want to do, obviously I've done this eye already, when you're doing a very bold, red lip, whatever the color may be, you want to make sure that your eyes aren't too heavy or too bright or too smoky or too bright or too whatever the case, because you don't want to really draw focus up there. You really want it to be, the focus to be your mouth, obviously. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just do my eyebrow. So for this I'm using this MAC, it's just like their eyebrow crayon, and this is in Fling, which I guess I'll show you the color. It's just like, that's just their, I think it's their lightest color. My eyebrows are really light, so I like using this. Starting at the outside, I'm just going to, in little strokes, just kind of draw down, and then I'm just going to do the front part, all in like little motions. Alright, and once I have that done, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So for this I'm going to start with my MAC Paint Pot, and this is the Soft Ochre. This is just a really pretty nude, kind of like a light yellow color. I use my fingers because it warms it up and just makes it a little bit easier to put on. I'm going to apply it to my lid and then bring it up a little. This works as both a base and also somewhat as a primer. It'll make your eyeshadow stay, so you don't really need to use a primer with any of the paint pots I found. I'm going to use this soft brown color, just this one, and just using my little eyeshadow brush, I'm going to apply this to the lid. And you can see as soon as I put it on that it adds color without really, without really like adding color, if that makes sense. It looks like you're wearing something, but it's so soft that you're not going to focus on it. Once your lid's done, I'm going to use my 224, and this is kind of like the fluffier of the crease brushes that MAC has. I'm going to use the Swiss Chocolate color, which is this one, and I'm just going to put that in my crease. And again, the good thing about using this brush is it doesn't pick up as much color as the I think it's 217. So it really lets you blend it, and really, not gonna have too much color on your eyelid. All right, so just kind of smoke that out. And then once you have that, I'm just going to apply a highlight to my brow, and for this I'm just using Floof, which is just like a shimmery white color, and I'm just going to take that and apply that underneath my brow. And then I'm also just going to apply a little in the corner here and below, and that's just going to kind of help highlight the eye and make the eye a little bit brighter. And just make sure if you need to, blend it in, you can use that brush again, just kind of blend it in. Alright, so then once we've done that, I'm going to apply eyeliner. For this, I'm using my trusty Fluid Line by MAC, and this is just Black Track. And using an angled brush, I'm going to apply. When I'm doing a look like this where I'm not going to smoke out the liner, I like to kind of pull the corner of my eye. This just gives me a thinner line. It makes it a little bit easier. So using short strokes, I'm just going to apply to the center, and then I'm going to go, so for this look, using the brush facing this way, I'm going to go from the outside to the middle. Then I'm going to flip it and go from the corner to the middle. And that just kind of helps again with just really getting the precision of the look. And then once I'm done, I'm just going to line the bottom and make sure that the corner meets. Alright, once you've done that, just apply your mascara. So you want to first obviously curl your eyelashes, and then for mascara I'm just using this MAC mascara. I don't know what this one is called, but it's just like a black mascara by them. And so I'm just going to take that and just apply that to top and bottom. Okay, so that is the eye. It's pretty easy. And then now we're going to move on to the face. Okay, so now we're going to do the face. For that, make sure obviously you put on your foundation and your primer. And I'm going to start by using my MAC Prep and Prime. This is in Radiant Rose. And I'm going to highlight underneath my eyes and on the side of my nose. And I'm just going to use my Duo Fiber brush by MAC, which is just this one, and blend it in. Alright. Perfect. So once that's done, I'm going to put on my foundation. For my foundation, I'm using my NARS Compact. It's their Radiant Cream Compact Foundation. It's a really cool set that they have. It comes in a case like this, and it comes with the foundation, which I've used most of mine, and like a sponge. I'm using Barcelona, which is like their medium, I think it's like medium 4. I'm actually going to use my brush though, and I'm just going to apply it all over my face. For this, I'm not going to apply directly on the areas that I just put the highlighter because I don't want to go back over it with that dark color. So I'm just going to kind of skip those areas. Okay. And once you finish that, I'm going to put some finishing powder on. For that, I'm using my Tarte Smooth Operator. This stuff I really, really like. It's really good at, it's a really good finishing powder. It kind of, you know, makes the foundation or cream not as like greasy as it can feel. So I'm just using this fluffy kind of dome eggish brush I have from MAC. And I'm going to start underneath the eye and then just kind of work my way down. So under the eye and work my way down. And I really love this stuff. It's really nice. And you can see it's not, you know, where I had that shine before, it's not there. So it works really nicely. Then I'm just going to apply a little bronzer and kind of contour. I'm using Hoola by Benefit. This is a classic. I'm sure everyone has had this at some point. And then this 109 brush by MAC, which is their little, I think it is like a contouring brush. It's tiny. It works really well. And I'm just going to apply it underneath my cheekbone, apply a little up here, under my cheekbone, and then a little up here. I'm going to apply a little on my temples. If you want, you can put some on the side of your nose. And then I always like doing my jawline because it just kind of defines it and gets rid of any, you know, excess double chin, whatever you might have going on. So then I'm just going to use a really pale blush because I don't want too much color. So for that I'm using Rosy Outlook, and I'm just going to take that and put it mostly on the cheekbone, a little on the apple, but mostly on that cheekbone. And then I'm going to finish up with a highlight. So for this I'm just using Albatross by NARS. I'm just going to take a duo fiber brush as well. This one's a little bit, or actually I'm sorry, I'm going to use my smaller one. This is the same size. This is Sonia Kashuk. It's the one that they sell at Target. This is really nice too if you don't want to spend money on a MAC brush. This works really well. So I'm just going to go from the outer corner and then down on the top of my cheekbone. So outer corner, down on that top of the cheekbone, right in there. And then if you want, you could do a little on your nose, up here, on your chin. Just kind of highlight the center of your face. All right, so that is the face portion. And now I will show you. Now we're going to do the lips. Obviously you want to make sure that your lips are moisturized, so put on a chapstick or Vaseline, something beforehand while you're doing the rest of your face. Just give them a lot of moisture. It's also good too if you want to buff the lips, get an exfoliant. You can even mix sugar with water and just kind of use a washcloth and rub it in. And then that will buff off any of like the dead skin so you don't have chapped lips, which is obviously you can't wear red lipstick with chapped lips. So the first thing you want to do is you want to actually take your concealer and apply it over your lips. Almost as if you're wearing, as if this was a lip gloss. All right. And then once you've done that, we're going to line your lips. So for this, I'm actually using this MAC Kiss Me Quick. Another great option is this Chubby Stick by Clinique. It's a little bit thicker, so it's harder to line with, but it's awesome product. So then I'm just going to line, and then you want to color in as well. And just really focus on the inside. Don't, focus on like the corners as much. And then just once you've done that, put on our lipstick. Now this is Ruby Woo. This is the most beautiful red ever. It's a MAC shade. I actually got this because I saw a woman working at David Yurman wearing this, and I was like, what is your lipstick? And she said it was MAC, so I rushed out and bought it, and I'm obsessed. And I'm not someone who wears red lipstick, so this is a really cool find. So then you just want to put this on. And this is not, the consistency, it's hard to use with a lip pencil, so you're just going to have to apply it directly on. And then if you want, you can apply like a lip gloss. You can use like a clear gloss, give it a little bit of shine. You can use a red gloss if you want to add more color. You can really use anything you want. Or if you want to keep it that beautiful matte, you don't have to put anything over it. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the look. And then you have these beautiful bright red lips. Make sure that, if you're going out, you throw it in your purse, because obviously red lipstick is beautiful, but it's going to fade, throughout the course of the night. Just gonna happen. So I hope you guys like it, and that you will try rocking this Ruby Woo. This is the key to the look. Get this lipstick. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.